Hey everyone, Peeweezo here. Welcome to the channel. So the long-awaited Magicast release happened yesterday, April 1st, 2022, which people that don't know, April 1st is also April Fool's Day, where your friends are supposed to play some harmless pranks on each other. So even before Magicast was put up onto the Metazoo marketplace, people were really wondering what would the Magicast promo box even contain. So as you can see here, the Magicast promo box was 25.42 Canadian dollars, which was $20 USD exactly. And you can see now it was sold out, and it was a pretty popular product. So the timeline of how it went for the release was at 12:05 EST yesterday, April 1st, and there was 10,000 available, and they actually sold out not instantly, but within 40 minutes. So around like 12:45 p.m. EST, they were sold out and confirmed on the Metazoo Discord. And then afterwards, to be honest, there was another, I'm going to do air quotations now, drop that happened, but I don't believe it was actually an extra drop. I do believe that there's only 10,000 Metazoo Magicast promo boxes released, but the additional 550 that were made available at 4 p.m. or like 4:15 p.m. was actually just maybe someone that ordered earlier, they canceled their order, or maybe their payment was declined. So I think it was just like reintroducing the same amount of product back into circulation again. That actually sold out within 10 minutes. So around 4:25 p.m. EST, Metacast promo boxes were gone again, and they never went back up again after that. So I'll do a quick recap again of what is Magicast. So in the past videos, you can see that this was Magicast. The back of the card, Magicast was the prototype for Metazoo. Michael Waddell did mention back in January this year that he did two prototypes. There was Fantazoo, which was a different name for Metazoo, and there was actually a different card game called Magicast. And these are what some of the cards look like. So you can see this is the Dark Mothman, and here's the Light Mothman, and then here is a picture of Beast of Busco. So you can see that the card interface looks completely different than what it is now. Like the skill is still down here, but then there's no sidebar over here that shows the different conditions and the different skills that the beasties have. And it actually even says test over here. So because Magicast was released on April Fool's Day, this got people to think, is this actually going to be the product that we're going to get in the boxes? So let's do a little bit of investigative journalism here. I have to give credit to HappyKitty05 and also some other community members as well for noticing that actually on the box itself, so if we go back here and you see the bottom of where the sticker is, there's actually this little part that's poking out that looks a little bit different than the usual Metazoo sticker. And if we go here, this was released on the Metazoo Discord, and it was actually a emoticon for a little while, this Metapoo logo. And then we all make fun of kind of Metazoo being Metapoo. Some people that don't enjoy Metazoo as much, they call it Metapoo. And then the people that do enjoy Metazoo call it Metacoo. So there's a lot of different names for Metazoo. So the Metazoo team decided to play up on the Metapoo portion of this, and they actually released a few cards that's kind of like teasers for the set. And if we see the top of this magnificent sparkling poop, you can see that it actually looks exactly like the bottom part of the image here. So there is a high likelihood that the following cards, the Metapoo cards you see, will be also contained in this Magicast box, and perhaps there will also be actual Metacast cards inside as well, but that's all up in the air right now. But who doesn't like to speculate, right? This is all part of the process. So if we take a look, this was one of the cards that was released for the Metapoo set that was revealed. It's called Fourth Wall, and you can see down here, bottom left, you can see the Metapoo icon there, and you can see that it's part of the Wilderness set. So we can see here, it says Fourth Wall. So while this page is in the arena, each caster may choose a fourth wall item owned by another caster. Each select fourth wall item is not active until the artifact leaves the arena. So Metazoo is very different than other TCGs because there are a lot of fourth wall effects, which means that there are different things that happen in the real world or different environments that you're in that will affect the matches or card game as well. So fourth wall, you can actually see there is some red ink action going on here. For those that don't know, this is the red ink card. This was the secret rare of Cryptid Nation first edition. It was in the box topper, and there's only 100 in the world. And then, so we go back here. So you see fourth wall. I really like this aspect of the card. You can see the border. There's the red ink's little wing that pokes out over here and writes on fourth on the wall over here. So I really like this element that you see the additional printing over the actual border itself. So that's going to be really cool, actually. And you can actually see down here, it says 6 out of 8. I don't think the Magicast boxes will only contain 8 cards. And that's why I do think that the actual Magicast cards will be part of the boxes as well, but maybe as a more rare pull. The next Metapoo card that was revealed to us is this amazing April Fool's card. You can see down here, the Metapoo symbol again, also wilderness, and this is 5 out of 8. So if this image looks very familiar to you, you are right. If you are familiar of the Dragon Ball franchise, you can see that their pose may be very similar to the Ginyu Force. And before anyone says anything saying, oh my gosh, this image was sketched from Dragon Ball Z, this is a parody of the Ginyu Force pose right here. A lot of people have done it. I have to mention this is not legal advice, but the use of this image would be protected under parody law, specifically under the fair use doctrine in copyright. A parody is a literary or artistic work that imitates the characteristic style of an author or a work for comic effect. A great example of parody law would be Weird Al Yankovic, shown here. For those of you who don't know who he was a very renowned musician back in the 80s and 90s who parodied many iconic music hits, such as, in this photo, Michael Jackson's hit single Beat It, and Weird Al's version was called Eat It. I do encourage you to take a look at the music video, as it's definitely a timeless work of art. So yeah, Magicast is an enigma for now, and it may or may not be related to Metapoo. But if we do see on this Metazoo marketplace page, there is a mention of Metapoo on the bottom here. So I highlighted it down here. But if we look at all the other wilderness items that were released yesterday, so we see the booster box does not mention Metapoo. If we go back, we can see the release event box also does not mention Metapoo. It'll be very exciting to see whenever the first person receives their Magicast box, and at that time I think we'll actually know what we actually bought into. So as always, please leave a comment below of what you think of this whole Magicast versus Metapoo situation, and please leave a like down below. Please subscribe to the channel, I greatly appreciate it, and as always, keep on casting, and I'll see you guys next time.